Is Joe Flacco outperforming Zach Wilson at training camp? Let's talk about it. So I'm sure many of you have seen the NFL rumors tweet going around essentially saying Joe Flacco has been outperforming Zach Wilson at training camp. Now, while NFL Rumors is the most untrustworthy account on Twitter, take everything they say with about 15,000 grains of salt, they actually are kind of right about this, but they're wrong at the same time. Because on the surface level, it looks like Joe Flacco has been outperforming Zach Wilson. You look at Connor Hughes' tweets, and you see a bunch of Joe Flacco throws this long ball to Corey Davis. Joe Flacco throws a nice, impressive sideline pass to Elijah Moore. And you haven't really been seeing Zach Wilson do those things as much as Joe Flacco has been. But then at the same time, the cornerbacks Joe Flacco is throwing against are players such as Isaiah Dunn. He's not going up against these top-notch cornerbacks Zach Wilson has to every single day of practice. So when someone like Elijah Moore goes to the second team to let someone like Jeff Smith work with the first team, he's going up against a cornerback like Isaiah Dunn, which, I mean, obviously Elijah Moore is going to get open against someone like Isaiah Dunn. You know, he's arguably the best receiver on the roster. Isaiah Dunn's one of the worst cornerbacks. That's a recipe for success. And Joe Flacco, all he has to do is throw to an open receiver. And that's making him look really, really good. But if Joe Flacco was working with the first team, you wouldn't see him having the same levels of success. So while he has been outperforming Zach Wilson, at the same time, he's not, because of course he's working with the second team. But should we look at this as a bad thing? I mean, Joe Flacco doing good definitely has to say something. I mean, if he was a complete bad quarterback, you honestly wouldn't see him making all these plays. You know, if Mike White was working with the second team, I honestly don't think he would be doing the same things Joe Flacco has been, because, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Joe Flacco has been making some good passes. Not all of them were give-me's, while most of them were. Not all of them. He's also thrown some really beautiful balls, and that gives me a lot of hope, because if Zach Wilson were for some reason not to play 1 week, I feel comfortable with Joe Flacco leading this team to a win, because he's shown in the past he can do that. I mean, if he has a good team around him, which he does now, Joe Flacco can lead a team to a win, depending on who his opponent is. I mean, we've seen in the past, Joe Flacco almost beat the Patriots and the Chargers in 2020. Brian Cos was tweeting out against the second time we played the Dolphins in 2020, if you want to win this game, put in Joe Flacco. And last year against the Dolphins, Joe Flacco almost beat the Miami Dolphins. There just hasn't been a good enough team around him for Flacco to do that. Now there is, and if we were to go up against some, you know, mid-team, mid-season, let's say the Lions, Zach Wilson for some reason's out, I feel comfortable Flacco can lead the Jets to a win. So just take a grain of salt about Joe Flacco outperforming Zach Wilson, but also look at it as a good thing, because he's not outperforming Zach Wilson, but it also looks like we're going to have a good backup quarterback for the season. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. What are your thoughts on the video? Hit the subscribe and like button, and I'm your host, Jet, signing off for now.